So I see on TikTok today on one of the main banners, kind of like the home discover page, I see this weird ass post, and I just want to talk about it. A little bit of a shorter video, but I just want to give my thoughts on this and kind of just ask the questions that need to be asked. So first off, we got TikTok, of course. Latinx, I don't know. You guys probably have seen this word circle around in the last few years. Latinx. It's basically just referring to anyone of Mexican or Hispanic descent. Why did my camera literally just fucking kill itself? Like, you know how Latino refers to a Mexican dude and Latina refers to kind of like a Mexican woman? Yeah, so this is like a gender inclusive, fun time that we could have all together by including everyone with this new word, Latinx. So it basically applies to everyone who's like fucking Hispanic. TikTok Latinx Creatives is a program to support emerging Latinx creators and music artists on TikTok. Each week we'll highlight 10 to 15 accounts that should be on your radar. Okay, it really is just one of those moments like, okay, dude, little bit weird. I don't know. It's like, dude, it's weird. What is the purpose? What is the purpose behind this? What is the motive behind this? It reminds me of like the black-owned business and like the black business, support your local small business or black-owned business. It's kind of like that concept, except there's kind of a little bit of basis behind the whole supporting a black-owned business in specific cases of the argument, because you guys know in every discourse online, there's always a certain amount of retards that make the arguments just look completely out there and blasphemous. But the whole argument with the black-owned business has at least a little bit of substance to it, because there's obviously some oppression going on to black people, especially in America. See, guys, I admitted it. I'm not racist.
Big black nigga.
Don't get me wrong though, when I see people shopping for like hand soap or deodorant or shampoo, like something small like that, and they go out of their way to look for the black owned business sticker on like all of the products just to make sure that they get that toothpaste, they get that shampoo bottle that is owned by that black business. They're supporting that black business with that shampoo bottle. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty retarded. Like, come on, dude. It's a fucking shampoo bottle. And most of the times, these black owned businesses are huge millionaire guys at the top, like the guy who owns the business who's like cajillionaire. Yeah, that's the black owned business. So it's not like you're supporting your local bakery, like a small local type of thing where they don't get a lot of business, or if they do, they're not millionaires at the top of big owned businesses where they're macro producing all of these products like shampoo or hand soap or deodorant. So completely two different concepts. But back to what I was saying, with at least that movement, I guess you could call it, there's like substance. There's a little bit of substance, whether you want to argue with it or not. There's a little bit of substance to it regardless. But with Latinx, I haven't done a lot of research on this, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna pretend that I do, because everyone likes to pretend that they're a fucking psychiatrist, that they got their PhD in their fucking back pocket. Fuck no. We're doing our research live. Do fucking Mexican people get oppressed? Let's see this bad boy. Do Mexicans get oppressed? Dude, don't give me all these articles. Just give me one big answer. Do Mexicans get oppressed? Come on, give me something, bro. I'm not gonna click on these articles. Come on, dude. That's asking way too much out of me. You know what? Fuck this. Let's just say they are oppressed. Let's say they are oppressed. I mean, they are a minority, whatever. Let's give it to them. Give them all the buzzwords. Give them the minorities, the oppressed group, the fucking victim mental health card. Let's give them all of that. They're having big problems. What is supporting Mexican TikTokers doing to solve that problem of oppression, of racism against these against these Latinx people? Yeah, dude, once I follow fucking Mario and Jose on TikTok, I'm doing my part in society. I'm doing my part in stopping systemic racism, ladies and gentlemen. I'm supporting businesses. I'm supporting small business owners of fucking Mario and Luigi getting their shit, shaking some ass on TikTok, dude. On the real note, though, doing shit like this is just setting yourself up for a contradiction or hypocrisy in the future. I mean, if you're doing this to Latina people or Latin fucking X people, if you're supporting them, if you're highlighting 10 to 15 fucking Mario and Jose's each week that people can follow, that they will be supporting their fucking businesses on TikTok of them shaking ass. If you do that for this minority, then you have to do it for every single other. It's like the Latinx people aren't getting specific like treatment. Like black people in America have always been a problem. Are you going to be doing a campaign just like this, supporting 10 to 15 black people every week? Like, what was the recent one? Asian Americans stop Asian hate, because they were getting like fisted on the side of the street because everyone was blaming him for like getting COVID, the Chinese virus, some bullshit like that. Let's just think about that for a second, dude. Imagine like seeing some Asian dude on the side of the fucking street, just mind his own business, going about his very day, and because one of your loved ones got COVID, because I'm assuming that's where these hate crimes come from. Like someone's husband or someone's wife gets COVID and they're like, fuck this shit, fuck the Chinese, fuck the Japanese people, I gotta retaliate, I've gotta attack the recent Chinese people. They go outside their house, they see a fucking Chinese man with his rice hat strolling along the neighborhood, and he just gets fisted in the ass. Like that's what context is this happening in? Like, it's definitely happening. I'm not denying the facts of Asian Americans getting destroyed. Don't get me wrong, that's not what I'm saying here, but it's like the context of like these hate crimes going on, dude. What the fuck is wrong with people? You know, sometimes we gotta get a little political on the Lyrics channel. We all love our little bit of politics, talking about fucking Asians and black people and races and all that. We love that on the Lyrics channel. I'm Cancer. But the funniest part about all of this is that when I scroll down to see the list of creators, because they said they listed 10 to 15 creators every week, so I scroll down to see the list of creators, and we got Gabrielle, kind of like a normal name, right? It's kind of like a normal name. It could be like Gabrielle or some... I'll never do that again. But you get what I'm saying, right? With kind of like a Mexican accent. It could be a Mexican name, but it's not really like one of those names like Jose that just rolls off the tongue in the Mexican accent. But then we got Luis, and then Angel, and then literally fucking Mario. Like, these motherfuckers at TikTok just literally looked up, let me look up some fucking Hispanic ass names. Let me look up let me look up the Jose's. Let me look up the Mario, the Luigi's, the fucking Warios, the Waluigi's. Give me that shit. But for the gig they're trying to show here, this is all pretty accurate. Like, they got people, they show the genres of what these channels or what these accounts of TikTok are about. We got like singing channels, fantasy football channels or whatever like that, daily art, music, delicious recipes, rising entertainer. That's a pretty sus way to say shaking her ass. Like, this motherfucker definitely just shakes her ass for views and gets called rising entertainer. I see what you're doing there, TikTok. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. But then we got teacher and advocate, self-love and comedy. That's also a pretty sus one. Diamani. Another fucking... He has L in his name! These dudes at TikTok literally just searched up fucking tacos and found the first 10 people. But in conclusion, overall, it's a positive thing, right? It's a positive thing, but as a business, it's like a shot to the neck. It's like a stab in the back, because you're just setting yourself up to get fucked in the future. Because now you have to go and support every single minority, and if you don't do the same shit for gay people, for trans people, for black people, for white people, I know, the whites never get the props, dude. What's up with that? What's up with that, bro?
Please stop.
Overall, pretty bad and dumb move by TikTok. And also, isn't it like weird as hell if you like, say I'm a Latinx person, I'm a Hispanic, I'm a Mexican ass dude, my name is Mario, I'm Mario Jose, that's my name right now. And say like, I see this banner, and it's like, bro, my fellow fucking Latinx people, my fellow Latinx, my fellow Hispanics, my fellow fucking Jose's, I'm gonna follow these people just because they're the same descent as me. They're Hispanic as well. I'm gonna follow these same people. Like, isn't that like a really weird message to push? Like, goddamn. If there was a white banner and there was a whole bunch of people like me, they would call this the fucking KKK. If I start following people just because they're white and they have white descent. Isn't that just weird as shit? It's just even further pushing everyone into their own like kind of like circle and ethnic group and just staying there and not branching out and just having a big melting pot of people, because who really gives a fuck about race when you're like making friends? Or like maybe you have a dating preference. Yeah, I totally have a dating preference for like race, but that's strictly just a preference. For like making friends or like talking to people, like to kind of like push people into like following these specific people because these are Latinx people. So these guys are cool because they're Latinx. Like, isn't that just, that's fucking weird, dude. A weird move. I don't know why this has like been turned into a politically correct thing just because they're a minority, and therefore if you do anything positive for them, even if it's a pushing like a negative overall net negative message, it's good. It's good because in the short term it looks like we're really looking out for our fellow fucking Jose's out there. But it's overall net negative, dude. And it's just pushing everyone into their own little fucking echo chamber circles of a whole bunch of Marios walking around in a circle. No, we gotta have the Marios, we gotta have the Devontaes, the Johns. I'll see you guys tomorrow.